Hi, Leia. I think that's you. I'm sorry for hurting your feelings. I'm sorry. Oh, that wasn't her. Where am I at? Where am I at in here? They say a woman judges a man by his shoes. That's why I wear these. Confuse the shit out of girls. I'll be right back. Okay, I think we're ready to clean. Let's go in here. Just tidied up the garage a little bit. if you've ever ran a chainsaw, go ahead and make yourself one of these, a dedicated scrunch. And I'm going to make my own with a changeable bottom tip so I can put a flat head or a star head in here. What's up, Slimer? Are you slimy? Do you slime people? Is the audio good, you guys? I can't tell. All right, guys, you're in for a show tonight. We're going to take apart this chainsaw. Really up close and personal here. And clean it. There is going to be some air gun noises coming and going, so keep the volume on the lower end in case I blast the air gun on you. But let's get into it. The first step I like to do is take off the top case. Blast it. I'm going to set this over here, and all my parts are going to go into that. I'm going to leave the air filter on. Oh boy. That is a healthy portion of fiber in there. If you've ever used a scrunch before, you know how annoying it is to have to twist all the time. So I try to make a little knob to spin like that, but it's not far enough out here for the right leverage. Dude, that guy's car just backfired. I think it was a car or a gun. I like to take everything off my saw before I clean it. So I'm going to take off the starter here. Oh, I just broke my tool. That's weird. That cheap metal wasn't meant to be welded. This was a Harbor Freight bit holder. That was a lame move there. I just broke it off, but it's okay. It wasn't being used anyways. I know I'm not going for some world speed record right now, so you can make fun of me all you want about how slow I'm going. Not everyone has to be the best at everything. People are like, you're not an expert? 40 fucking years on a saw? You can't give a single tip ever. You haven't ran a saw for 74 lifetimes plus Wolverine's whole lineage? You can't ever talk about a chainsaw? Unfortunately, in 2 years of me running a saw this big, I learned more than 90% of people that have ever touched a chainsaw, because only 1% of people use professional chainsaws. A lot of people use little saws. I used to never take this plastic mold out, but this little chip blocker just comes right out. This thing stays pretty clean. You get a little bit of buildup in here. I keep my saws really clean. I don't care what people say about cleaning a saw. Cheers. That a little quieter. Leave it outside. Okay, so that's off. I wonder if I can get these right here in front of you. Probably not. They're probably pretty tight. Is that even 3/4? Is it small? That might be millimeter. Are they 8? Mm, 19 fits tighter. I just found out something I didn't know. I thought I knew. I could have swore that they were 3/4, but 19. It's better. It's so nice, you guys, having a dedicated wrench for your chainsaw with a little extension. Just go to Ace and buy this setup. And I put like a little tack of super glue on all this or something. Keep it held on. That way I can remember, or put a piece of tape around the handle so I know not to take it apart. Check this out. I can't see what you're seeing, so I'm pretty sure you're in good hands there, camera wise. Get out of here. I'm just gonna blast this guy off. I'm trying to get the best camera angle here, but I gotta keep moving you. I just like to clean everything in my hand here like this, and then throw it in the top case. I've got my 2 chain guides. These are really important to have. I thought that they weren't. They go right here on your chain, on your front cover. They keep the chain centered when it's going through here, left or right. And I took one out one time, or it fell out when I put it on, and you put a little grease in there to keep it in there. But I thought you didn't need it, and I ran it without it, and the chain gouged that, whatever metal this is. I gotta put safety glasses on, and I don't have any. I would love to play some music for you guys, but I got copyright strikes already. Luckily, they don't count as strikes. It's just blocked in some countries. You want to see a really easy cleaning station? Go get an old sink from a garage sale or like a restore Habitat for Humanity place. Get an old sink, and I have a metal grate over there somewhere, like one of these. Not quite as small as I like, but put one of these on it. Boom. You got a squirt bottle. Put your part in there. I got a bunch of brushes. I need to clean that one out, obviously, because it's well used. And then what I do is I put 2 5-gallon buckets underneath it if I have drainage needed, but I usually don't. Okay, so now we can take the, I'm trying not to blast greasy dirt all over my camera or my chainsaw. Just gonna clean off this chip deflector. So in the top case, my front cover here. I think that's what it's called. Front cover, top cover, side cover. The top cover is the orange one. This is this front cover. It goes over the chain. Make sure to inspect these crevices here and make sure things are flat and tight. You always want to inspect the integrity of the metal for cracking, odd types of wear. You want to look at things like this and make sure that they're perpendicular to each other. And if they're not, if they're at an angle, you need to look up and see if they're supposed to be at an angle. If they're supposed to be 90 degrees. When you look at things like this, always be noticing your lines. Parallel, perpendicular. And always look in here real good. Make sure this is all nice and clean, because this is a machine surface. You want to make sure there's no debris, no irregularities. Look down this plane. Make sure that's nice and true. A lot of times you can get separation in here. Once a little piece of dirt gets in that crevice, it starts wiggling open. Lots of vibration, obviously, on these saws. This is a 462 that we're cleaning. So now we got the front case all taken apart. Our starter, we're ready to take the chain and bar off. And I like this chain is super sharp already. I think I sharpened it and haven't ran it yet. So I'm just going to set this aside on the vise over here. And then I have a secondary chain right here that I'm going to put on after I'm done to sharpen up for tomorrow's project. Tomorrow we will be in Sun River, Oregon, doing an on-site job for a customer that has about 4 to 6 cords of logs from a recent fire fuel reduction job to turn into firewood. So let's go out here and dump this, clean this bar out. I'm going to spin you guys around. Now I can see what I'm showing you. You want to get like a paint scraper. The lighting seems a little off. Paint scraper, bar. Before I use any air, I'm just going to go through here with the paint scraper. You'll kind of get your own technique. Making sure that my oil jets here are clean, because there's a little groove in there that causes oil pickup. A good way to do this too is to set it on a counter right here and have a bucket on the floor and scrape it down and everything falls into the bucket. That's what I was taught at the steel shop. He saw me doing it like this, down the bar in my hand onto the floor. And he was like, dude, what are you doing? You're making a mess. I said, that's what you do in a garage. He says, not in my shop, not in my certified steel shop. And also these burrs on the edge of this metal here, this is like titanium, I think, or it's not carbide, it might be, I don't know, I can't remember what it is now. Can get really sharp on the edges. So if I were to slip, I could easily slice myself open way worse than I would want to, I can imagine. Thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for the like. Last night we had like over 7,000 people come through the live. 2.5 hours of some serious weed whacking and bush removal behind my garage. So before I blast any of this, I'm gonna just keep the air filter on. I'm gonna close my butterfly valve inside, which would be your choke. Is gonna close the carb in there, which would be full choke. I think that's the right terminology for that, or the throttle valve, whatever, either one. I'm gonna release my brake to take off my Jesus clip, my C clip here, which is what holds on the drum. So when you disengage chain brake, so you have free spinning clutch, all you want to do is put the angle of your screwdriver in that little slot on the C clip and just twist. This one's very worn out, so it comes off easy. Pop, tink, into the top case. Here comes the washer, our sprocket, and then here sometimes this is a controversial topic. Is a lot of chainsaws they have a inspection cover here that you can look into the crankcase. Some of them get in the way, some don't. The 462 is unique because it doesn't get in the way when it's new, and this thing starts to break over time from vibration. And you almost always have to blow out the T27 there. I believe it's a T27, not a T25. And then you have to take off this inspection plate sometimes on a lot of these. And I have a brand new one inside. We'll go see if that requires a second. It's always super dirty. That went everywhere. Here, break. Hey, whatever you're drinking, take a sip. If it's not something healthy, change it. Like to healthier beer. We gotta pause. We gotta pause real quick because there's just a very has some race car ruins it. It was really quiet for a moment. Now we got our inspection plate off. We can get the drum off, which is pretty clean actually, surprising. Since I haven't cleaned this in a while. Hey, what are you eating? My dog's always trying to find something to eat. We're gonna just blast off our drum here. Sorry if I spooked you with the loud air. If you're here, turn the volume down. Now we scraped out our bar with a paint scraper. Now we're going to blast it with some air. The most important step is to make sure these holes are clear. These are your bar oil jet holes that make bar oil go in and down into the bar, and that's why there's one on each side, because you need to flip your bar every sharpen, every gas tank, or every cleaning. Now my bar, I can feel right now, has one side has like a little the littlest bits of a burr. you keep up on this like I'm doing, you can use your raker file. I wouldn't recommend using a raker file to dress a bar, because a bastard file for rakers is a very fine file. Bars can be very hard on it. Hey, I was thinking how to get more collabs with local businesses, and I was thinking about since I have 22,000 on Instagram, I was going to go to a local store and do like a one-day sale thing, where when you see me live in this local store, if you come in or go on their website, you get a discount. You guys think that would work good? Taking the bearing off. There's the bearing. I wanted to clean it on the hood of the truck, but it'll get grease everywhere. Goes in the top case. Right here. Little parts. Now, take off the bar oil chain tensioning cover plate. This one has a little tiny screw, so be careful. I like to get it out and hold on to it and have it come up. Into the top case. This comes off. It's a little white because this thing doesn't really need to be blown off. Most times what's interesting is this gets hot right here from the chain rub, and it gets like dirt friction welded to it, so you have to scrape off the, I don't know, ionized, electrified dust. We'll blast it anyways. I need an air gun to clean my air gun. That's funny. Into the top case. Now this is one thing I would miss a lot. The chain brake cover. Sometimes it needs hit. I like to clean this part real quick. While it's on there. Now that part's clean. I wonder if any chainsaw people are actually watching. That's kind of what I built my channel on. Then we just take out these two screws on the chainsaw. On the chain brake cover, all it is a cover to keep dirt out of there. There's no harm in taking it off. I didn't take it off for years when I first started doing a saw. Well, probably 6 months, and then I thought, what's behind there? Mine was full of sawdust. Now see, mine's really clean because I clean it weekly, daily. When you run a chainsaw for 8 hours a day, you clean it every day. I don't anymore, but I used to. So it's pretty clean in there, and it comes with a sock to protect it, but it's really important to clean in there. All right, this is where it gets messy, so I'm gonna clean for a minute, and you're just gonna watch. So now, with the butterfly valve closed on the car and everything taken off, we can blast it. Now I'm sure you've seen videos of people pressure washing chainsaws. That is a big no-no to me. I don't care. There's never a reason why you would need to pressure wash a chainsaw. I don't care if you don't have time. Figure out a way to clean 15 chainsaws without using the pressure washer. When you do this correctly, it only takes like 20 minutes to saw. So take 2 hours and clean all your saws. I only have one saw. I'm just gonna like hit it a little simple green in the stubborn areas. This is super, super, super diluted. Do not use concentrated simple green. It's so bad for the herb. I'm just gonna hit it in a little bit of stubborn spots, really lightly. The spots I know don't get a lot of buildup. I usually only use brake clean, but it's got expensive after COVID. So I switched to, and I'm out, so I'm being really sparing right now. And then sometimes I'll just take a brush in the areas I know that are stubborn. Just kind of see if it'll break loose for me. That's just super fun here. You think this saw is clean? Wait till I'm done, and then wait till you see my new one. I have a brand new saw inside that I'll bring out, and we'll see if one of the myths are true. Shouldn't take much to get this debris off. Hang tight, don't go anywhere, because we're about to see how dirty it gets in here behind the bell housing. What makes a horsepower? What makes a horsepower in the clutch system in here is the friction. It's probably a coefficiency, which I hated doing in math. The coefficient, the friction of this, that caliper or that brake on there, just like brakes work, is what makes your horsepower. So if this is dirty or greasy or slipping or damaged or anything causing any type of friction reduction, it's horsepower reduction. So guys won't clean that. They think, I don't know how to take my chainsaw apart. I just showed you. It's not that hard. You take this apart. Mine's even a little warped. I should get a new drum. This is like 2 to 3 years old, but I do 100. This saw has seen over 400 cords. That's more than 10 times most people have cut in their whole life, and I do that in 2 years. You want to see a chainsaw? You want to see a chainsaw that cuts and works for a living? That's what a chainsaw that gets used looks like. They explode. I don't care who you are. You use a saw 8 hours a day for 5 years, it's done. Yeah, I took really bad care of that one, but still. I get it, still. Okay, so now we're about to go see. I need to blast out the crankcase in here more. And then we'll see how much brake clean we're going to use on it. There's so much gunk comes out of this. Got it pretty clean. We can clean behind the air filter more. Remember, your butterfly valve is shut in here. Air filter on. Now we can take the air filter off. We need to clean a little more under here. got it pretty good. Just one hit right here. You never want to clean around this off. So the butterfly valve is shut in there. We're gonna set this aside. And we're gonna clean the air filter. Now this is a technique that I do, but is not recommended. I go out inside. I do the inside first, top and bottom. Then I do a light outside at an angle. Both ways. I'm gonna give it a little tap. Just gonna inspect it a little bit, make sure it's clean. Sometimes some of these will get clogged up really bad. You gotta really hit them. And then I'm gonna do it inside again. And really make sure you get up under this lip. These are the new steel filters. They're really good, twist lock ones. Okay, let's go back inside. Here. We're gonna go back on the chainsaw. Grabbing some can brake clean. I can't see. Can you help me? Why is it not going in? I'm going to try to help you see this the best I can. So what you do is you tilt it up and down like this, and you go up in this viewport here and douse it with brake clean. You want to go behind your chain brake band there and in between it. And make sure to get brake clean all over your phone and ruin all your electronics that you bought to make this video. So you gotta buy more. And I'm gonna set this back here a little bit and just kind of hit the rest of the housing. A lot of buildup likes to get back in here under the muffler housing, exhaust housing, whatever you want to call it. Ow, I got a cut somewhere. That hurts. I'm gonna keep going. You don't want to spray your magneto here in your coil a whole lot. I think that's what that's called. But I like to hit my bar cap container. And the reason you want to spray at a downward angle like that is because you don't want brake clean to sit on your seals in there purposefully for as little as possible. And a couple of hits down there on the top of the head where the head connects, or the bottom of the head, top of the crank, I guess the engine block really. Now we're gonna go hit it with air again, that it's all loosey-goosey. I'm gonna hit it real quick, a little bit more, just just a full-on douse for like 5 seconds on the in the crank housing in there. I don't even know if you can see me. Oops. Just make sure. Yep, it's pretty clean. It already was clean, but. Give it a little wipe down, and we're about ready to reassemble. I checked the spark plug tightness, but I'm going to check it one more time. If you can see here, there's a crap. What do you call that stupid thing? Can't remember the. Oh, decompression valve. Delete. This is a 462 chainsaw. But if you get the 044 or the 461, I think they make a delete kit, which is just a fancy bolt that takes the place of the decompression valve. And I did notice a little difference. Believe it or not, I bent one of mine. Somehow I had my decompression valve got bent. All right, let's put it back together. They gave me this holster for my chainsaw. Wow. Drop it. We gotta go back together now. All together now. That's right. Oh my god, that made my floor a mess. Saw it was so greasy. Starter on. One good trick to getting this back on is to hold this on top, obviously, and if it doesn't fall on like that, if it's stuck, wiggle the pull start and it'll fall on. Get those teeth lined up and we're good to go. We go to our box here, go to our top case, has all our parts. Putting back a saw. Ain't no thing. We might go move some windows here in a minute. If you guys want to see window wars. We made good money on the aluminum so far. If you guys were here for the aluminum. Chain brake cover goes on next. Boom, that's on. Check. What question should I ask? Should we start a poll? I was gonna ask, have you ever used a chainsaw? Has anyone used a chainsaw? Look at this little chainsaw I got on TikTok. This company sent me this for free, and you can actually save like $10 if you go to TikTok and use my code for it. It's all right. It's a TikTok product. Bearing, grease. I think it's like Molly 40. I don't know what the hell this stuff is. I don't know if I'm using the right stuff. Pretty sure they sold this to me at the saw shop. I got a 3-pack and I've been on 1 tube for like 7 years. Now you want to go, oh shit. You want to go light with the grease as I drop it and get it everywhere. Because it just comes off everywhere. And there's been a controversial topic about greasing a bearing in a steel chainsaw, the needle bearing, that if you do it, you always have to do it. If you never do it, you never need to do it. And I'm like, that sounds like some very magic shit. Like what? That's like saying if you never change the oil in a car, you never need to, and if you do change it, you always have to. It's like, I've never heard that about nothing. If I drink water once, I always have to drink water. If I never drink water, I'll never need to drink water. Okay, clutch. Now there is I don't know if it's not called a worm gear. There's a tab in there. There's a tab in there that goes on that notch. And I'm going to start it pretty close to it, but it's called the steel ding. You'll hear it. Oh, I might already hit it. Mine doesn't do it as much as my 362. That right there, that little chop, chink, that's what you're looking for. And then you should have a very smooth clutch finish. And I look kind of fat. Damn, Johnson, why are you fat? Do you guys remember that Brad Pitt movie where he would smoke the cigar as the army sergeant or general? And he looks at that one guy and he says, "Johnson, why are you fat?" Oh, I didn't clean out my front cover very well. So then we're going to put our sprocket on. Sprocket going, oh my God, my hands are all greasy now. Then our washer over the top. And then we're going to grab our T27 head and our C-clip, the Jesus clip, and we're going to set our brake. To take off the C-clip, you release the brake. To put it on, you set it so everything's nice and stiff. We're going to find our flat spot. It goes this way. We're going to set it on there. And it's about flush with the washer. And I like to set my T27 head on there at the right angle and give it a little bop. She's good to go. Okay. Now our inspection plate goes on. You guys are quite the riot tonight. You guys should keep it down over there. I can't even play music because YouTube will tell me I'm dumb. And then we got our bar oil plate. I don't even know what that thing's called. Guide plate or like chain plate. It's weird. That's one part that you very rarely replace. I've never looked that one up. We got our top cover back together with our guides. Always make sure your guides are in. Our chip deflector. We're gonna get our starter. Be careful, the dogs just about got me. Where'd my crank go? Where did I put the starter? What the heck? Oh, I already put it on. Oh, I put it on without this. No. No. Look at that. You can see in there. Dang it. I'm gonna take it off. That's how you get good at things, because you mess up and you have to do them twice, like every night. Because there's always something you do wrong. Pretty sure one saw I forgot to tighten the spark plug and it warped the threads on the head, but I think I either got it to tighten down again and it was good for until I sold it, but that probably ended up needing a head or a helicoil. So we gotta put this back on. Dumbass. And those teeth, you stab the teeth down in the bottom, roll it forward, clip it in. It doesn't go in very hard. Put it back on. Do it wrong. Do it again. Do it wrong. Tell a friend. I should just have this on my drill. What am I thinking? No wonder I have carpal tunnel. It's a nice night out. It's super quiet right now. It's weird. There's like no one out driving on the highway. Did World War III start? I won't know where I am. This town's so quiet. Don't look at it while you blow at it when your safety glasses aren't being used. Dumbass. Okay. Top case is cleaning up. We got an on-site job tomorrow. We will be on a job in Sun River, Oregon. Cutting up about 4 to 6 cores for the next week. Cutting them, splitting them, stacking them. And I think I'm restacking like a cord of his one. When in doubt, look again. Spark plug, air filter and spark plug are very important because a tight spark plug, a good spark plug boot connection, and a good clean air filter that's tight is like the 2 biggest problems that you can have with getting dirt in the engine and fucking it up. Other than that, your fuel is the next most important part. Now we're gonna put the bar on. We're gonna pick. Guess we'll go that way. It's pretty evenly worn, so it's hard to pick a side. Pick the dark side, Luke. Chain, I think this chain's pretty dull. This one needs sharpened. Chain's backwards, dumbass. I don't know if this is gonna fit because I didn't loosen the other one. My next reel is going to be, my next short's going to be, do you put the chain on like this, or do you do it like this? The V, I call it the V method, or the up and down method. I don't even know what the methods are. Steele says this is the only way that they're allowed to teach people in the manual because of safety reasons. And I agree. I've had people tell me that they do it the V method and it falls apart on them. And they're not ready for it, and this will fuck you up, dude. I've cut myself with a chainsaw off. I've never cut myself with one on. And it's bad. It's bad enough off that you never want to run one. When you hit that or slip and you feel it, you're like, and it burns and it hurts and it wants to get infected because the steel's meant to cut trees, not skin. Dirty ass German chains from World War II. Yeah, that was insensitive. You're such an ass. I was watching Ross Creations today, the Insecurity Guard. I haven't seen it yet, but it looks freaking hilarious. That's the only reason that this method is weird to me, is because I'm trying to go slow right now. Where the hell did you go? Oh. I feel good on you. It's all in the hips. I honestly haven't done that in like a month. It's been so slow. I can be so slow in firewood that I'll use my chainsaw once a day for 15 minutes because I have a machine now that makes firewood, so I don't have to cut every 16. I can just cut the logs in half and then fork them onto the machine. I'm stoked to go cut tomorrow though, because I'll probably cut for 4 hours tomorrow. It's about 30 to 45 minutes of cut time on one tank in this chainsaw, depending on how you cut. And I know people right now are probably like, "Oh my god, he didn't lift the bar when he tightened it. I'm gonna throw a major fit." Shut up. They cut the same up or down, left or right. I can have my chain down an inch and I'll cut you. I can lift my bar up and have a dull chain and I'll cut you. I can have no chain and I'll cut you. I'm the best sawyer since Bill Sawyer, or whatever that one guy is. Paul Sawyer. Timber Sawyer. What's the guy's name? Timbuktu? Paul Sawyer from Montana? The axe? I don't know. I wish I could move my chain. Oh, it's too tight. I gotta sharpen it, so I want it to be kind of loose. I've had my chain like that before. As long as you're cutting straight and fast, ain't no issue. I've had many loggers, fellers, arborists, everyone tell me that the whole pick up your bar thing is all personal preference. I've never had it be an excessive amount of chain droppage. The biggest thing about chain droppage is heat on the chain. The chain's new, it's going to get hot and it's going to stretch and it's not going to be the same anymore. You're going to tighten it, it's going to get cold and it might stretch back 99% to where it was. That's the biggest thing. The thing about chain droopage is not picking up the bar. Okay. We're going to sharpen. Long table. It's actually a really good view. Maybe we should go sharpen where you guys can watch the view. Well, I sharpen. Oh, sorry, Log. I just kicked Log in the face with my tripod. Like, dude, you care more about content than me, and the family and the kids. We're leaving you, Jimmy. We're leaving. You only care about yourself. You're selfish. Damn, it looks good. That's the Three Sisters, part of the Cascades. I I gotta get my jacket on because there are about to be mosquitoes all over me. Mosquitoes. And we got leftover chicken wings to eat, so I'm gonna put you guys right here. Whoa. Does that look good? I'll be right back. kind of gray down here, but I was gonna go on the roof, but I think it won't matter. Chainsaw is vibing in the dirt. Funny, I was gonna sharpen her here, but now it's too dark. I can't see. Hi, Leia. Where'd Cody go? I don't know. He left like a half hour ago. We gotta go back inside the garage. Whoa. My dog's looking at me like I'm an alien. What? Did you see your ghost? Was it me? All right, let's go to the garage. Come on, bud. Let's go. Come on. Come. 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 Oh, I did not choose the right way to carry all this stuff. Hey, go away. Come on. Shusha. Thanks for all the likes, Leia. Hi, babe. It's just me and you now. Should we get freaky? Tonight's been pretty dead. I take it you're probably not listening to me, Leia. You probably can't have a mic on. Shit, I guess. About to throw some sparks up in here. Okay, we're almost ready. I got my grinder. How's my wheel look? Oh, that's not very good. I'll grab a new wheel. And I need to go grab my headphones and the battery. I'll be right back. We are about to sharpen the chainsaw. If the mic is working, yeah. We're about to sharpen this bad boy up. Give me just a moment here. It takes a lot to sharpen because I got to get my grinder, the chainsaw, the chain on, the battery, eyeglass, eye protection, ear protection. I like to wear gloves because this metal dust that it makes is really fine and it messes up my skin because I have princess hands. Okay, it's going to be loud, so turn your volume down. All right, here we go. You ready? Set. Go. I still can't see all that well. Are you figuring it out? You gotta be right at that second level. Ooh, baby. This thing's not even that dull. Although, this hand is the feeling hand. I can't have a glove because I can't feel how sharp. Oh my God. We're not even gonna have to work tomorrow. It's so sharp, it already cut the wood. Although, I'm wondering if there's one tooth on here that got hit really hard, because that's usually the case when they're that sharp. That's when it starts to go out. It starts squealing. Yep. Do it. You gotta be fucking kidding me now. So annoying. Holy fucking monkey just has to do like that. I forgot that I can listen to music while we do this. Shut up, Leia. But thank you. That's nice of you. Log, come here. Log, come. Come here. Come. Come here. Come here. Lay down. Right there. Lay down. Log. This can't really hurt. You just felt that one. That side's good. That was a not successful move. Should have stood up. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, we're good. We're going to take this setup with us, I believe. I don't know. I have 2 sharp chains. What do you think the chances are of doing 2? The thing is, like, I'll have my truck, so I don't need the battery. That's a bonus. The cool thing about this sharpener is you can open your hood and hook this right up to your truck battery and sharpen right in your engine bay, which my old Dodge was a perfect height for. Hey! All right. That's probably gonna wrap it up for the evening. Join us tomorrow. Well, about 8 a.m. in the morning, Pacific Standard Time, where we go. Come on, Mark. Let's go. Come. Get to Sun River, Oregon, and chop up a bunch of logs. Oh, whoa. What's glowing in my eyes? Oh, it's my own screen. That's weird. What's so close to my fingers? Isn't that pretty? We get a very long and deep turquoise, blue, gray sunset here. It's awesome. It's 9:30. It'll be like this till 10 o'clock sometimes, 11 o'clock. It's like still blue out. The heck? Is it the longest day of the year right now, or is that June 20th? Isn't it? Is it dark where you are? It's crazy. You should see it on the roof. I'll go up there. I just gotta put the ladder up. Nothing to do right now. Just go to bed. No girlfriend, no wife to tell me what to do. It's like sunrise right now. What the hell? Let's go on the roof. Ah, fuck it. I'll set the light up tomorrow. All right, guys. Thanks for joining the live. That was fun. Cleaned the chainsaw. Got ready to go on to the on-site job tomorrow. And we got to get up early tomorrow and go cut up some trees. Thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for all the likes. I will see you bright and early in the morning driving to Sun River. Say good night.